Remember the Dallas Cowboys of the good old days where they were an absolute dynasty in the early 1990s? Yeah, this video isn't going to cover any of that. The team's last Super Bowl came from the 1995 season, the last time they also made a conference championship. So, this will be an abridged history of the Dallas Cowboys since 1996. 1996, the team finished 10-6 despite some controversies. Iconic clown Skip Bayless accused Troy Aikman of being gay, which apparently was a criminal offense in 1996. Receiver Michael Irvin and defensive tackle Leon Lett got suspended for using narcotics, and Cowboys tight end Jay Novacek retired due to a career-ending back injury. The team would easily beat the Vikings in the playoffs before losing to a team in its second year of existence in the Panthers. This causes a gradual downward spiral that begins in 1997. Quote-unquote head coach Barry Switzer was arrested at an airport for having a handgun, and Irvin and offensive tackle Eric Williams were accused of sexual harassment, though it was revealed that it never actually happened. We can, however, accuse the Cowboys of being 6-10, and after losing their last 5 games, Switzer resigned from pretending to be a head coach. 1998, the Cowboys don't draft Randy Moss. Huge mistake, as he has Randy Moss. He scores on all 4 touches on Thanksgiving in Dallas. Passing on him was pretty stupid. Should have done it. The Cowboys do make the playoffs in 10-6, but lose at home to the Cardinals, a team that had not won a playoff game since 1947, the year Jackie Robinson began his baseball career. Also, Michael Irvin apparently stabbed a teammate with scissors over a haircut, and then Jerry Jones apparently bribed the victim with hush money to keep quiet. 1999, the aging Cowboys finish 8-8 but make the playoffs only to lose to Randy Moss again. Chan Gailey, who I guess was head coach, is fired, a decision Jerry Jones says he regrets years later. Legendary cornerback Deion Sanders leaves after it, and Michael Irvin retires due to a career-ending injury in Philadelphia where Eagles fans cheered, but maybe they felt sad about his injury too. 2000, they lose to Randy Moss once again. The head coach is Dave Campo. Who is Dave Campo? Who's Campo? Oh, he was a defensive assistant for the Cowboys throughout the 90s. Cool. They put up 3 straight seasons of 5-11 and Campo was fired. He's the only Cowboys coach without a winning season. The best part of the Campo era was Terrell Owens celebrating on the midfield Cowboys logo, as well as losing the first game in Houston Texans history. The worst part was Troy Aikman retired. 2001 and 2002 were running back Emmitt Smith's last 2 years with Dallas before he retired to play with the Arizona Cardinals nursing home. He did break the all-time rushing record in 2002, which is great even though Barry Sanders is better. But then 2003 comes and it's Bill Parcells, the big tuna, I'm hungry. The team drafts corner Terrence Newman and Monday Night Football legend Jason Witten, and hey, they make the playoffs on the back of a great defense. But once again, they lose to the Panthers. This staff is notable because it has Mike Zimmer and Sean Payton on it as assistants. Also, undrafted free agent Tony Romo. 2004, the team finishes 6-10, but Quincy Carter abruptly gets cut before the season begins because of a failed drug test, allowing Tony Romo to keep his job because if Quincy Carter wasn't cut, Tony Romo most likely would have been cut. Also, they lost to Randy Moss again. 2005, they signed Drew Bledsoe, a Parcells favorite, and draft legendary pass rusher DeMarcus Ware. The team barely misses the playoffs at 9-7. 2006, they make the playoffs at 9-7, and this time Bledsoe is so bad he gets replaced. This is where the Tony Romo era begins. He was a pretty underrated quarterback who never got the respect he deserved, but he did get the player of Terrell Owens, who is now a Cowboy in a sick plot twist. Romo botches a snap hold on a game-winning field goal attempt in the playoffs because quarterbacks used to hold snaps for reasons. The Seahawks win a game they were supposed to lose, and everyone makes fun of Romo. Bill Parcells retires immediately after because of the PTSD. 2007, Wade Phillips becomes head coach. Romo and Owens form an elite connection and the team goes 13-3, sending a record 13 players to the Pro Bowl. All 13 players went to the Pro Bowl because they lost in the divisional round to Eli Manning. Also, Patrick Creighton dropped his touchdown. That's very sad. Terrell Owens is also sad and defends Romo in a post-game press conference. Randy Moss is also on the Patriots this year. The Cowboys lose to him again! 2008, they start 8-4, but Romo hurts his finger, which disrupts the balance of the universe, and the team misses the playoffs at 9-7, dropping a playoff-clinching game in Week 17. Owens is also released following the season, even though he was told by Jerry Jones he wasn't going to be released by Jerry Jones. 2009, the team plays in a new stadium, which sucks because it has a roof that can't prevent the sun from blinding player vision. They also have an atrocious draft class, but other than that, the season goes pretty well. And they have a top 2 defense that finishes the last 2 games with consecutive shutouts for the first time in franchise history! They make the playoffs at 11-5 and actually win a playoff game. Then they get sexted in the playoffs by Brett Favre and the Vikings. 2010, they draft Des Bryant, Romo plays hurt, the team starts 1-7, and Wade Phillips is fired and replaced by offensive coordinator Jason Garrett. The team goes 5-3 after firing Phillips to finish 6-10. And guess what? Randy Moss returned to the Vikings for 3 weeks, and the Cowboys lost to him again! They never beat Randy Moss ever! Idiots. 2011, Romo plays through broken ribs and the team does some 8-8 shit, losing a division clinching game in Week 17. 2012, the team does some 8-8 shit, losing a division-clinching game in Week 17. 2013, Romo doesn't even play in Week 17 due to a back injury, and the team does some 8-8 shit, losing a division-clinching game in Week 17. The defense fucking sucks and gives up the third most yards in NFL history at the time. 2014, the team almost drafts Johnny Manziel because Jerry Jones is an idiot, but they don't. This pays off because Romo stays healthy enough and has a fantastic season. Des Bryant and DeMarco Murray also have great seasons. The team finishes 12-4 and wins the NFC East, also winning a playoff game against the Lions after blackmailing the officiating crew. The officiating crew tells the Cowboys to get fucked the following week after Des Bryant makes this catch, but he didn't, and the Cowboys lose to the Packers. 2015, the team starts 2-0, but oh god. Romo is hurt again. They lose the next 7 games without him. He comes back and they win against Miami, but then he plays horrible in his last career start and gets injured again. Bad shit happens when the Cowboys play the Panthers. The team finishes 4-12. 2016, Romo decides to get hurt in the preseason this time, and rookie Dak Prescott takes over. He and Ezekiel Elliott form a dynamic rookie duo, and the team takes advantage with a 13-3 season. Somehow they got swept by the Giants, but they also clinched the #1 seed just to lose to the Packers in the divisional round. Jason Garrett also blackmails the league into giving him Coach of the Year. Nice job. 2017, the team drafts Taco Charlton over TJ Watt because Jerry Jones was high out of his fucking mind at a Taco Bell and thought it would be a funny joke. It was, but it wasn't. But Cowboys fans aren't laughing. They finished 9-7, missed the playoffs, and Ezekiel Elliott gets suspended because of domestic violence allegations. 2018, Des Bryant and Jason Witten are both gone. But thanks to trading for Amari Cooper, the team goes 10-6 and makes the playoffs. They also win a playoff game against the Seahawks. Dak Prescott has more career MVP votes than Russell Wilson, and then lose a playoff game to Jared Goff. 2019, Ezekiel Elliott gets paid $90 million on a new 6-year deal, which no one has ever complained about. They have a terrific offense, but Jason Garrett sacrifices his job for this hilarious bit as the Cowboys miss the playoffs at 8-8. 2020, they make Mike McCarthy the head coach after spending a year in the woods not to look at porn but study analytics. They lose to the Browns, but the Browns are also good this year, so it's not a big deal. What is a big deal is Dak Prescott has a season-ending injury in Week 5. They do draft Trevon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb, though. 2021, Prescott comes back and the team finishes 12-5 in the first season of the 17-game era. They have the #1 scoring offense, and Trevon Diggs does nothing but pick people off. Micah Parsons also wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. It doesn't matter because they got destroyed by Deebo Samuel. 2022, they trade Amari Cooper to the Browns for a 5th-round pick. Fans are relieved they got something out of the trade. And then Marquise Brown gets traded for a first, and it's a bad trade. What? So, in conclusion, what can we take from this? What can we learn from the Dallas Cowboys since 1996? Well, we can learn that since they stopped making the conference championship game, they've lost every game against the Denver Broncos. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.